Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my friends. Welcome if you're new here. Welcome back if you're returning. Thank you for being here. Either way. I am feeling pretty good today. I went to bed earlier last night, which I think definitely helped. And I shall plan on doing that again tonight. I still hit snooze twice. Did my breath work with Sandy. And then I did that EFT tapping for a good day that I discovered yesterday by Julie Schifford, something like that. I'll link it down below again. I think I'm going to do it every day. I noticed today while I was doing it in bed with my eyes closed that I had a huge smile on my face. And that is just an excellent way to start the day, I think. So, yeah, I'm really glad that I found that yesterday. Yesterday at work was okay. I was hoping to get back out on the production floor, but my queue was empty for the first couple of hours, but my boss wanted me to wait because he felt like more stuff was going to come in, and he was right. So I ended up getting several jobs in my queue, and I did not make it out onto the production floor, which is too bad. It's okay. One of the jobs I'm working on, I'm doing mock-ups for, and those are pretty fun. Like taking the usually not very well taken photos from the client and then making it look like what we're producing for them is in the photo they took. It's probably one of the most fun and creative aspects of the job. But that same job got more AI files that had to be converted into real files because they're low resolution and will not work for the large signs that they want. Plus, all the AI signs that they made varied. Like the logo varied between them. So if they want the logo to be consistent across all their signs, then we have to kind of take what they made with AI and then make it into a real thing. And thankfully, one of my coworkers had already done most of the hard work on one version of sign. But then they wanted circular signs as well, and those were a little different, so I had to redo those yesterday. And thankfully, Illustrator has an image trace function where it can vectorize simple images, which took a ton of the time and effort out for me. But yeah, spent 5.5 hours on that job, and I'm not done yet. Yeah. It had looked like it was going to rain yesterday, but I just checked, and that is no longer on the schedule for today. It looks like the temperature is supposed to be higher also. I am kind of sweltering right now. I don't know what the temperature is in my house, but I feel pretty warm. Even though yesterday I don't think was quite as warm as I expected it to be. We got cloud cover in the afternoon, so it wasn't like the sun was beating down. It was nice to sit out in my backyard after I got home yesterday. What else? What else? I found another daily vlogger, Leah. I don't remember her channel name or anything. I only watched one of her videos. She was on day 116 of learning how to talk better. I think that's what it was. I think that's what her video was titled. So I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one doing this crazy daily thing to learn how to interact and talk better. And I think it's working. I feel far more comfortable now. All around. I feel more comfortable with my silences. I feel more comfortable speaking. I feel more comfortable not knowing what to say. So, that's good. I ended up ordering a pair of shoes and a pair of sandals yesterday from Zero with an X. I really hope I like them, and I really hope that they work for my feet. I almost didn't. Like, I had them, I was at checkout, and I took one of them out of my cart, and I was about to take the other one out. I was like, no, I really do want to try new shoes. And my older shoes really are wearing out. And part of my logic too was, although I don't know if I'll already be needing new shoes by then, but part of my logic was once I'm in a van, I'm going to have to figure out where to get things shipped. Things that I can't necessarily find in a brick and mortar store. And I don't know that these shoes are sold in brick and mortar stores, and if they are, where. So yeah. That's something I'll have to figure out. I also have to figure out just like a general mailing address, especially for places that don't allow P.O. boxes as your address. I had an address, a business address through a company. There are several companies that do this, so I'll have to look into the most secure ones, but through a company that basically gives you like a brick and mortar address, but it's like basically a mailbox. And so any mail that gets sent there, they scan it and email it to you. And then if you don't need them to forward it to you, you just have them shred it. Otherwise, you can, I think, pay to have it forwarded to where you are. And it's a really cool service, except that the company that I was using got hacked, and and they didn't tell me. I only know because my email provider, Proton, told me that they got hacked and that my email address was now on the dark web. Thankfully, I had never gotten any actual mail there with any, sensitive information. I mean, I didn't get any mail at all, but what if I had gotten mail there with account numbers and stuff, and they'd scanned it, and that was in the system? Like, did the hackers get all that information for other people, and do other people not even know because they use a different email provider that didn't inform them? I don't know. I don't like it. So if I go that route again, I definitely will not be going with the same company, and I hope that there's one that's really secure and more honest. It's honestly like one of my biggest hang-ups about this whole thing is having an address that I can use. Yeah. I don't know about asking anyone else to accept my mail because I'm currently getting my parents' mail and a friend's mail. And my friend's mail isn't like a big deal. I don't have to open it and send it to him. Like, he just comes and picks it up occasionally. But my parents' mail, they live out of the country, so anything important that I get for them, I have to open and take a picture of and send it to them. And I don't think I want to ask anyone else to do that. Like, I would rather pay a service to do it, I think, as long as it's secure. So yeah, what else? Is there anything else? I can't think of anything. I've decided to put off looking into my license until Saturday. I am just too tired. I worked 9 hours again yesterday. Hoping to not do that today, or if I do, to have the last hour or two be out on the production floor. If I'm just doing design work, though, I really don't want to work 9 hours again. Although, that was another reason I decided to get the shoes. I worked 4.5 extra hours last week, and I think I've worked 3 hours extra this week already. So that'll pay for them. All this extra work has gotta benefit me somehow, right? So I'm gonna treat myself to new shoes. I think that's okay. I think it's been over a year since I bought new shoes, so it's time. All right. I think that's enough rambling from me. Oh, I almost forgot. Let's do our daily Natalie Goldberg writing down the bones deck card. We are on day 20 of the cards. I think are we on day 80 of recording? I think we might be on day 80. Oh my God. Isn't that wild? Okay. Tell me about a place you need to return to. I could have written, place, go 10 minutes. But do you see, turning it a bit, a place you need to return to, creates a hook, a hunger for the imagination, even if the place is one you thought you didn't care about. Perhaps it held 3 or 9 years of your life and has some weight, some gravity. Has some weight, some gravity you couldn't admit while you were there. Place is an important part of writing. Often it's a third character in a novel. We live in place, whether in the desert, on a farm, in a city, under a bridge, on or wherever you are. You hate where you live? Write about that. Because the place is familiar, you might find pleasure in writing its details, even if you don't like the place. Be aware of place in your peripheral vision, even if you are writing about a sandwich, a car, the threat of nuclear war. Everything exists in place, so make sure to add a concrete line about it. It helps settle the reader's mind. Place. Where do I need to return to? Zion National Park. I was just thinking this morning about where the first places I want to go to once I move into my van. And Moab popped into my head, and Zion. I've only driven through Zion once without stopping, and it was one of the most phenomenal looking places I've ever been. And I have always wanted to go back. I am thinking that I want to hit as many national parks and national monuments in the U.S. as possible while I'm doing van life. And just other wilderness areas while we still have them. I want to see them, experience them, document them, and share them with you. So I am super looking forward to that. I follow this guy, Timothy Ward, on YouTube. And I will put a link to his channel down below. But he often records his videos out in wilderness areas, and it's just, yes. And he talks about getting free, breaking free of this workaday life. And I'm all about that. Let's get out of the office and back out into the wild. That's where I need to get back to. Back into the wild. I don't know if I've ever truly been in the wild aside from when the mountain lion roared at me, but which was terrifying, but it was also really cool. Back into the wild. And I'd like to take you with me. Okay. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be wealthy, may you feel at ease, and may you love and accept yourself exactly as you are right in this very moment, even if none of those things are currently true for you. Please subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye-bye.